This video will show you how to add functionality and some cool features to your WordPress website by way of adding what's called plugins. If we log into our dashboard area, and you can do that by putting your URL to your website in the browser bar, then typing /wp-admin, and then if you're not already logged in, then it will prompt you to log in by popping up a little box here that asks for your username and your password. Enter those two details and then you'll end up here. At this point, we come over here to plugins, go to installed plugins. This will show you all of the currently installed plugins, and as in this case, if there are new versions available, in which case you could update now. I would go ahead and make it a point to keep all of your plugins, all of your themes, even your core installation fully up to date. It's just a good practice to get in. Now, these are your current list of plugins, or at least my current list of plugins. If you wanted to activate these plugins, or if you wanted to edit them, which until you're really familiar with what you're doing with these programs, I would not mess with that. Or you can also delete the plugins, because even by editing a plugin, it can in fact damage your entire site. So you want to be wary of that little link right there. Now, if you wanted to add new plugins, which is kind of the gist of this video, you come on up here to add new, or over here under the plugin subpanel, you can click on add new here, and that'll take you to the same place, which is here. And you can see the links to the popular tags here. So this can give you an idea as to what a lot of other people are adding to their WordPress website by way of plugins related to Facebook or Google or images and Twitter and widgets and so on. Or if you've got something specific in mind, maybe you read an article somewhere about this particular plugin or that particular plugin, you can type it in here, click on search plugins, and it will go to what's called the WordPress.org plugin repository. Now, a little heads up here. Now, there are literally thousands of plugins on the market. Some are better than others. However, there are a few that you would probably want to steer away from. To be on the safe side, when you're first starting out, you really only want to stick with the plugins that can be found inside of the WordPress.org plugin repository. If not, then you want to be a little careful. Now, that being said, there's a lot of premium that being paid for plugins that are fine and dandy that will not be found in the WordPress.org repository, because all of those plugins are free. The ones that I'm referring to be wary of are the free plugins that are not found in the WordPress plugin repository, because those plugins might have some bad code installed on them that once installed on your website, that plugin creator might now have a backdoor access to the inside of your website and may not have good intentions. So you want to be wary of getting free plugins outside of WordPress.org. Okay, all that said, I'm off my soapbox now. Let's go ahead and check out these options. Upload is where you can upload a plugin zip file that's already been downloaded to your computer. Featured, popular, newest, and favorites. These are all taking you directly to the WordPress.org repository, or plugin directory, as I guess it's also called, but they're doing so from within your website. So you're never leaving the comfort of your website. Let's try featured. And inside of here, you can see some of the featured plugins. And here you can get the ratings. You can get a bit of a description of that particular plugin. But to install one of these plugins, you just simply click on Install Now. And it'll give you a little message here warning you, are you sure you want to do this? Which is cool, because that way it just gives you a chance to back out if you don't want to. Then you just click on OK. And at this point, the plugin is being installed, but it's not active on your site yet. We go back here to Plugin Installer. And if we go to Installed Plugins, because there's a difference between an installed plugin and an activated functioning plugin. Right now, this guy is installed on our WordPress website, but it's not active. To activate it, you just click on Activate right here, and it's good. Or you can select it and then click on Delete. And you'll get this option here to make sure that you do want it deleted. Click on Yes or No, and now you're back to where you were. And that's an explanation of how you can add additional features and functionality to your WordPress website by installing and activating plugins.